Takes a lot of bravery to come up and do that. It does. And way to handle adversity when the music came out. That was great. All right, we would now like to move into the portion of our program honoring our graduating students and our teachers who have helped them along the way. Let us begin by recognizing scholarship and award recipients. I would like to invite Susan McLaren from the Friends of Nativity and our drama teacher, Mary Warden, over here to the stage to speak about the Friends of Nativity Service Award and the Freilich Foundation Drama Award. Susan will go first.
Wow, that choir is a tough act to follow. On behalf of the Friends of Nativity, I want to congratulate all the graduating students today, and I'm also very pleased to present our annual award to recognize a graduating student for outstanding service. The Friends is a service organization of volunteers who work to assist the school in many ways, from staffing the library to supporting and running fundraising events. This year's award winner is a very hard-working individual who is independent and self-motivated. He is also a very caring person, especially with family and close friends. He demonstrates maturity and service to others by acting as a role model for younger students and by his willingness to put the interests of the group ahead of his own. The student is one of the original members of the Nativity Pride drumline. As the only 8th grader, he has taken a leadership role on the drumline and set an example for other boys in terms of his dedication and seriousness of purpose. Next year, our award winner will be continuing his education at Greater New Bedford Regional Vocational Technical School. Please join me in congratulating the 2016 winner of the Friends of Nativity Service Award, Lester Maldonado.
Next, I would like to introduce Mary Warden.
Thank you. The Freilich Award is one that was created a few years ago by a friend of mine who believes that young people who grow up with the dramatic arts, with art and music and drama, will be young people who can grow to change the world. Because those three subjects force youngsters to create new things. We work with ideas, we work together, we learn about each other, and that's what during the year our drama program has been. Now, if I were to ask, I can ask because I'm the teacher and they always obey what I say. If you have been on the stage this year with lines, please stand. That's every student. All right, gentlemen, sit please. 2 weeks ago, 32 of us went to the University of Massachusetts Law School. The dean, Mary Lou Billick, welcomed 32 of us. There was a bailiff who's in the 6th grade. Stand, please. The bailiff. Oh, he's not here. Dear Lord. And the clerk. There he is. The 7th graders and the 8th graders were told in February that they had a choice to make. They can be either an attorney or a witness. And there's no alternative. So we took 30 attorneys and witnesses, with a real jury, with a real judge, David Sullivan, who comes out of the back in his black robe, 10 feet tall, goes up on a podium and looks out and says, "Ready, gentlemen." 7th and 8th graders, please stand. Have a seat, please. The case was the Charles Lindbergh case, 1932. And the real jury made a decision not complying with the original decision. Charles Lindbergh was found guilty. So that's another form of the drama program. Following that, we had a poetry read-aloud contest, and every youngster was able to stand and read a poem of his choice. All of this amounts to growing up, being comfortable being somebody else, not yourself, to be a new creation. So, now I'll look at my notes. When I think about this award, because all of these young people have put on masks, they've all been comfortable being something else. I, in particular, noticed one young man who came in here in 5th grade, extremely shy, unable, unwilling to speak up. And over the years, I've seen him perform, speak out, until now he's grown up, he's a speaker, he's confident, he represents what Nativity is, a new beginning. And so the winner of the Furlick Foundation, Chandler Bell. The poor child, I said, give me a hug because I'm a grandmother. We have to do what we have to do. Thank you.
On behalf of the Nativity Prep community, we would next like to announce 2 8th graders who will be receiving the Barry T. Hines Spirit Award and the Faculty Scholarship Award. When I call your names, please come to the stage. These students who are attending tuition-based high schools demonstrate financial need and in their own ways exemplify our community values. In their time here, they have exhibited consistent academic and moral growth and performance. It is with great pleasure that I announce Orlando Simas and Diogo Tavares as the 2016 scholarship recipients. Next, we would like to honor our departing teachers. I would like to invite Andre Springman, Catherine Tomalonis, and Sarah Zader to the stage. I would just like to share a few words about each of them, and if we could give them a real hearty round of applause at the end, because these people have done quite a bit over their 2 years here. Andre Springman. According to our 8th graders, Mr. Springman does not sleep. He basically only leaves school to go to bed from 12 to 1 a.m. They could also not get over the fact that he may or may not sleep in his clothes, work clothes. Mr. Springman taught 6th grade science and 7th and 8th grade social studies for the past 2 years at Nativity. He operated as our facilities coordinator, always ensuring that everyone had the supplies they needed. Whether it was the creation of the Quartermaster program or being the only one with a screwdriver ready to go at all times, Andre has always been there to fix problems. Andre, we respect your intellect, particularly in social sciences and history. We respect your dedication to the school and all the little things that you have done for me personally and for our students. You are the first one here and the last one to leave, and that speaks to your desire to continue to grow as an educator. Thank you for your service. Catherine Tomalonis. Ms. Tomalonis is known to many as Mother Science. Yeah, Mother Science. Her knowledge of the human brain, crossword puzzles, and Alexander Hamilton truly runs deep. I have personally never heard such a vigorous defense of keeping Hamilton on the $10 bill. During her 2 years at Nativity, Catherine taught 6th and 7th grade math, 7th and 8th grade science, and worked as an inclusion specialist in the 5th and 6th grade math classrooms. Beyond the classroom, Catherine operated as student enrichment coordinator, a role in which she planned and coordinated all field trips and community service opportunities for our students. Catherine, we admire your intellect, your unwavering dedication to the school, and your deep care for the success of our students. We will truly miss you. Thank you for everything you have done for us in the city. And we would like to honor Sarah Zader. Ms. Zader's passion and energy for her work as an educator is truly motivating for her colleagues and for her students. She is direct and determined. When Sarah puts her mind to something, she is going to accomplish it, and her students and friends can attest to that. Sarah is also a deeply loyal friend, always willing to lend an ear and give advice when people need support. Over the past 2 years, Sarah has taught 6th grade social studies, 7th grade reading and language arts, and writing classes for grades 5 to 7. She has served as independent reading program coordinator. Sarah, we admire your consistently excellent work as an educator, and I've always respected the insight you have with our students. You are true to your work, true to your word, and true to your friends. We will miss you dearly and look forward to hearing about your many accomplishments to come. Next, I would like to invite Orlando Simas and Jaden Taylor to the stage to deliver the Rodriguez class address.
Good morning. Hello, friends, family, and students of Nativity. I'm honored to stand up here today and come before you to give a speech on behalf of the Rodriguez class. These past 3 to 4 years I've spent here, I've gotten to know so many great people and made great friends along the way. When I first came to Nativity, I barely knew anyone except for a few kids that I went to school with before, or with Jamal, who I used to play baseball with as a child. That's true. It's true. But, yes, I was very young. I played baseball. But anyway. Basically, that's what Nativity does to you. It brings you together like a family and brings you closer together.
Nativity prepares us morally, academically, physically, and mentally for an education that we will receive in high school, college, and life. It gives the students a place where they can have faith and trust in one another and feel like they can be leaders. Nativity shows students and others new experiences that I know I would not have gotten if I went in a different middle school. The schools might offer some of the similar athletic programs, but in Nativity, every student is to be active for every season. Here at Nativity, they teach us such a high level of morality and respect. They teach us our moral values and proper etiquette.
Hi, me again. At Nativity, it is very likely to make such great memories, such as when our class was, I hate to be the one to admit this, but we were watching a video on how to behave and literally no one was behaving. Or one of our former teachers, Miss Harris, when she was going through Deshawn's bag and she found a day-old cheeseburger and fries from McDonald's. Or one day when Diogo was having a dance battle and he split his pants right down the middle. Or at the 8th grade retreat, this is probably one of my favorite ones, the 8th grade retreat, when we were all in the room, we had 10-second dance parties before Miss Simas came in and ruined the fun. As bad as I did not appreciate that. But, on that same retreat, we learned that 1, Mr. Springman does not sleep, and 2, if he does sleep, it's in his uniform.
These memories have helped us create a brotherhood. These unbreakable bonds make us the family we are today. Nativity is a wonderful place we have had the pleasure of attending. It has been like a second home to me, but like all good homes, we must move on. In closing, I would like to thank you all for making this experience so memorable. From the teachers to the staff and sponsors, but most importantly, the parents. This is why we are here today, because of you. Our last words to you are, thank you.
Finally, the time has come to honor our graduating 8th graders. This year, the teachers will be invited to the stage to share some kind words, lighthearted, kind, thoughtful words about each student in the Rodriguez class. The teachers and I spent a lot of time over the past 2 weeks reflecting on the 12 young men about to graduate. In addition to our own thoughts and feelings about the class, we were able to elicit input from many former teachers and staff as well. It's funny because when I first communicated to these folks what I wanted to do, I was worried that we would not get a lot of responses. People are busy, it's a very busy time of year, on and on. People always have things to do. I'm proud to say that that was absolutely not the case at all. And that is very powerful to me. It was actually impossible, completely impossible to include everyone's input at the end of the day because there was so much positive, hilarious, and heartfelt content. I would like to recognize those individuals as well as any other former teachers who have been part of the education of the Rodriguez class at Nativity Prep. When your name is called, please stand. Please keep in mind that some people were unable to attend today, but they send their absolute love and best wishes. Carol Carvalho. Mary Warden. Maybe we hold the applause right to the end, please. Mary Warden. Annie McGuire. Steve Petty. Kim Wall. Zach Clayton. Caitlin Fury. Danny Garrett. Letitia Harris. Mike McLean. Meredith Philbin. Laura Tremaglio. Ellie Goldrick. Richard Manzi. Maggie Oliver. Megan Brown, Luke Mattis, Mike Morin, Raina St. Louis, Andre Springman, Catherine Tomalonis, and Sarah Zader. And then looking at this, there are a bunch of people here as well, like Chris Cruz, Sue Phillips, Rich Finlock, Joyce Johnson, Claire Carvalho. Please stand. You guys also made a huge impact on this class as we went forward.